Hello everybody, Lenny Killer here. Today's video is going to cover my thoughts on the YouTube dislike changes continued and give you some tips on how to avoid the crypto people in the comments and some of my views on the TikTok and social media. So hope you enjoy. Thanks.
So I just wanted to record a quick little video about what you should do now. Now that YouTube is moving forward to remove the dislike button, I myself have seen this on my Land Killer Racing account. Shout out to Land Killer Racing, another channel I do from time to time. Usually once a week uploads, but that's besides the point. So the dislike button's disappearing. What do? I suppose the best thing that you can do is screen the comments and see which ones are being honest about the feedback, which is going to be harder because you know that there's going to be bot accounts that sit there and spam stuff in the comments all the time. I strongly disagree with this change by YouTube to just turn off the dislike button. Linus Tech Tips, that guy went and talked to YouTube and they basically just were like, not changing it, and they just turned a blind eye. I think maybe we should consider that money is probably a big factor here, is that somebody paid YouTube a large sum of money just to sit there and get the dislike button counter turned off. I think that's probably part of it, and probably because the celebrities and the media, you know, they probably all just went like, they probably kept bothering YouTube over and over again. Oh, my video got disliked. My video got disliked. Please, can you turn off the dislikes? Please, can you turn off the dislikes? And they just kept bugging YouTube over and over again to just turn off the dislike counter. I seriously could imagine that scenario. While I still do have access to the dislike counters on some of my other accounts, I imagine that'll be disappearing here shortly within the coming weeks. And that's why YouTube's rolling this out gradually, to sit there and not get everybody united against the change, you know? They just want to sit there and make you think, oh, they didn't go through the change. My dislike counter is still here. The change is going through. They're just going to slowly boil the frog, as the expression goes. So what you really got to be watching out for is you got to be watching out for botted accounts, number one. And number two, you gotta just inspect the titles and see, is this looking legit? Is this not looking legit? And unfortunately, you're going to have to watch a little bit of the video to figure out, oh, is this a legit thing? Is this not a legit thing? And I just really disagree strongly with this change, because now the cryptocurrency telemarketer idiots are going to sit there and go into overdrive and scam a bunch of people, and people are going to be out a bunch of money that fall for these scams, because there's these videos, you know, they'll be like, this is all the ways you can earn amazing cryptocurrency in 2021 or whatever. And they'll sit there and they'll scam you with their title, and they'll get you to click, and they'll be like, there'll be a bunch of useless information. It'll say, please call this WhatsApp number. Don't ever call the WhatsApp numbers. If you see somebody posting leaks in the comments, report it immediately. For all my channels, I will never be posting leaks in the comments due to all these bots running around. I'm going to post any contest links, contest rules, official channel links, always in the description of my videos. I am taking this measure to ensure that nobody tries to sit there and run around. And there's people that will sit there and impersonate you, and will try to act like you, and will say, oh, here's this link, blah, blah, blah. I am not posting any links in my comments. My links will always be in my description. If it is not in my description, it is not legit, and it does not come from me. I'm making this change effective immediately because I don't want people to get scanned by bots, which unfortunately bother us through our telephones, through our text messages, through our emails sometimes, and it gets really annoying. Honestly, I wish that somebody would come up with a tool, right, that would just never mind. That somebody would come up with a tool that would trace the bot accounts, trace the spam emails, and you pay a certain amount per month for this tool, and you could get money out of these dumb idiots overseas or wherever they are, that you could get money out of them right away through that, and you can sit there and go sue them. Because if somebody creates such a tool, right, and you're able to go after these people and shut them down, it might have an impact. But unfortunately, there's so many new botted accounts showing up day by day that it's ridiculous, and you can't really do much about it besides reporting them, I guess. Because for every one you report, there's going to be another 5 that pop up, unfortunately. And I'm calling on YouTube to not remove the dislike button for this very reason, because there's so many botted accounts out there that sit there and will sit there and try to act like people, you know, and they post these WhatsApp numbers. Will be in the name. Any WhatsApp numbers that you see posted in the comments, do not call. Do not call them at all. It is a scam. They will try to trick you. They will try to act like me. They'll try to act like Mr. Beast. And they'll try to sit there and get you to call them, and they'll try to scam you out of money. And there's probably future scams, which I'm not even aware of at this point in time, that will cause a lot of problems, you know. I was just watching a Tekkit video actually not too long ago about there being this cat video, and then people clicked on it, and then they got a demo, then they got a version of WannaCry on their computer, right? Crazy stuff. I'm not sure what measures are in place now to stop that from happening again, but you always want to be wary. Anything cryptocurrency, unfortunately, I just wouldn't click on it now. Unless it's a trusted channel and it's been uploading for a long time. And I guess we're all going to have to create Reddit threads where we're like, is this video legit? Has this person actually been active in the cryptocurrency space for a while? And we're going to have to sit there and just get on the horn and communicate with each other. But it's going to be even worse if comments are turned off of videos. Because they will turn off comments just to stop you from knowing if it's a scam or not. And that's the most frustrating part about all of it. And there's even ads for it now too, which YouTube is allowing, I guess, because they want the money, and they're not really doing much to stop them. So you guys just got to keep up. You guys just got to keep commenting and tell YouTube you don't want this dislike change. You got to just keep the pressure up on them. Only way I've seen changes like this reversed in the past is when a lot of people got together and they're like, hey, this isn't good. You know, and maybe somebody's already started a petition already on this. I hope they have. I just look at the bigger content creators, and it's just like silence from some of them anyway. Some of them address it, some of them don't. It's a mix. I think Mudahar, Ordinary Gamers or whatever, some ordinary gamers, I think he addresses it in a video. Linus addresses it. Many people do address it, but I'm talking about the big dogs. PewDiePie addressed it, but you know who has avoided it? Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has said nothing on the matter. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't said anything. But he's got to realize at some point that this is going to affect him too. Is that people are going to try to impersonate him and try to sit there and take away his subscribers no matter how many channels he creates, and they'll try to scam him, you know? I'm talking directly to Mr. Beast now. Mr. Beast, you should hire some cybersecurity professionals to go through your comments. I mean, seriously. You gotta go through those comments and block out these cryptocurrency guys if you can. It'll be worth it if you take the time and effort to do this. Because I've seen people impersonate you, dude. I've seen people impersonate you, and they'll have ads on cryptocurrency. And you're probably not going to be able to do any big advertisements anymore if it keeps up, because people aren't going to know if it's you or if it's a dumb bot, because they can sit there and they can create faked videos now using your image, and they can sit there and try to impersonate you, you know? Seriously, should I just make like a clickbait title where I say, Mr. Beast, click on this video and see if he actually clicks on this video? I'd be honestly curious if he did, because this YouTube channel itself was created on February 16th of 2012, right? And then he started his Mr. Beast 6000, as it was called then, February 19th, 2012. So our channels are around the same age. The only difference is that he posted obviously a lot more often and was posting more actively than I did. Because my first video upload on this channel was in 2013. I just got busy with school, you know, and I just didn't really put time and effort into YouTube until this past year and a half. But I really think Mr. Beast should take a really hard look at what the impact is of these people that are pretending to be him, and hire a legal team to go after him to the fullest extent. That's what I'm saying he should do. I don't think he's going to make an official comment on the YouTube dislike situation. I think he's going to shy away from it. Tends to shy away from all big changes of the platform, it seems. I get it. He wants to protect his brand. Totally understandable. Nothing against him for it. Some people have addressed, others haven't. It's really telling who does and who doesn't. I just think it's just ridiculous, the amount of nonsense that's going to happen now because they're letting this change go through. Please, in the future, if they decide to reverse this, please comment on this video and be like, yay. But if not, you know, just reply with a meh, you know. But seriously, I think this is the wrong move. Linus Tech Tips, you know, I would sit there and actually help Linus. I would actually want Linus to launch a rival to YouTube, actually, if this change just negatively impacts the platform, which I think it will. Because how are people supposed to tell good temple run content from bad temple run content now? Just as an example. You know, a lot of the videos I post are temple run or World of Warships on this channel. You know, how are people supposed to tell that my content's good when they can't even see like how many people like it or how many people dislike it? I welcome constructive feedback. And of course, yes, I'll say as a content creator, I prefer likes over dislikes, but I think that people should be able to see the dislikes. You know? Because obviously we all have areas where we can improve on. Even me. Okay? Because you sit there and you do all this stuff, you know, and you just go like, at YouTube over this dislike change. Like, people will probably just have rant after rant on it. Seriously. But I just encourage everybody to enable two-factor authentication on everything as a safeguard if you haven't already. And just really screen the comments if there are any on any suspicious video that you have in doubt. And remember, above all else, you don't want to click on any WhatsApp numbers or call them or any other suspicious links in the comments. I'm only one person. I can't sit there and moderate every single comment. I wish I could, but I don't have time to sit there and blap bots all day. That's why I have the comment filter actually turned on, so I don't have to blap bots all day. As I've seen suspicious links pop up in the comments before. I've sat there and I've reported them to YouTube and I've deleted the comments, but as the channel grows, obviously I'm not going to be able to spend a lot of time during the day to blap bots and to get those nasty comments removed. But if anybody sees a suspicious comment, know that I am not going to be posting links in my comments ever. And I'm going to put this in the description of every video. I'm going to try to post the same video as linked to every video I make on the other channels too. That way you all know my policy on links, that I'm not posting them. Even my Discord server does not allow people to post links for this very reason. Because unlike the big guys, I don't have a whole team of moderators to sit there and take down all these comments. So I'm an easy target for any of these guys, unfortunately. So I'm probably going to turn off comments to this video. Maybe I'll leave them on. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave them on for a while, but if I start seeing them bots posting ridiculous crap in the comments and I can't moderate them out all the way, I'm going to just have to turn off comments. I'll see. I'll see about that, but I really just want to encourage you all just to be very cautious around videos now, especially since they're removing dislikes, because YouTube wants to serve corporate interests and not the actual content creators themselves. You know, that's the unfortunate thing. Unless you're a big name like Mr. Beast or Jacksepticeye or Jack Massey Welsh, you're just not going to hear that. You're just not going to hear too much from them. Even Linus Tech Tips try to sit there and get them to see common sense. But time after time, we see these corporations just completely ignore common sense in favor of profits. So I'm going on YouTube. Use your common sense. Keep the dislike counter on. Give the creators an option to turn it on or turn it off if you want. That way you're at least doing some of your change without destroying everything, you know? Unfortunately, this affects all tutorials. And this very much does not make me happy in the slightest, because I want to honestly learn how to use Premiere Pro better. And now I'm going to have to sit there and screen everything to see if it's a good Premiere Pro tutorial or a bad Premiere Pro tutorial, for example. I'm not too happy about this change, and obviously I'm just trying to say my direct thoughts on it. But you know, I still plan on posting content on YouTube for the foreseeable future. If I see a rival pop up and they're actually sustainable, I might just sit there and go there. I don't know. Just seems like nobody's popping up to be a rival yet. But I have to make sure that it's somebody that's that's based in the US, not somebody that's... Okay, how about a rival that's based in Europe or the US, just to be fair. I'm not obviously going to trust any Chinese company to do this, because I feel that the people in charge of China control the flow of information, and if they get control of our data, they're going to sit there and control that information as well, and they're going to sell it to third parties, which will try to sit there and spam us with more unwanted junk mail, or even try to hack us, for all we know. You're not going to see me hop on TikTok anytime soon either. I know it's all hip and popular with everybody, but that was the same story with Facebook. Facebook was popular once, and now we're finding out about all the ugly stuff about it now. Just imagine a few years down the road when we start really delving into the ugly side of TikTok. But unfortunately, everybody's going to be blinded by this popularity craze to sit there and go into TikTok. And I'm just like, you guys, you're essentially repeating history right now, because Facebook literally did the same thing in 2007 with the college universities. I believe it was around 2007, 2008. But yeah, you're essentially seeing a repeat of history right now, because all the popular people want to sit there and pop on TikTok, and I'm just like, I know, I hear stories about TikTok all the time about the things teenagers do on there. I'm not going to get too much into it here, but I pretty much understand what's going on over there, and I don't wish to take part in that. I would hope that people can just find another way to make money. I'll just put it that way. By using YouTube and not any other things, but people are going to choose to do what they want regardless of what I say. I'm just putting my thoughts out there. I'm just going to stick to the traditional social media. Right now, for this channel, we're only keeping Twitter and Facebook. That's it. And yes, I said Facebook had issues in the past. They still are. They're going to go through a whole ringer of changes and stuff. I think they'll still be around. But if all else fails, I'll just keep posting updates in the Discord, which we do have now. Links should be in the description. Alright. But I just encourage you all, just guard your online safety. Take it seriously. Don't ever reuse the same passwords. Like, seriously, if you reuse the same passwords, you're just asking for trouble. And I know maybe I sound paranoid by saying this, but turn on two-factor authentication on everything, every account. Recheck them passwords, reset them if you haven't reset them in a while. You just really need to take care of your accounts and make sure they're all up to snuff. Because there's way too many people out there trying to get into everybody's information, unfortunately. So it is what it is. And I try my best to have that enabled on everything I have. You know, it's not like Atlantic Killer was like, oh, let's sit there and bore everybody. No. I am legitimately coming from a place of concern in this video, and I hope you all can understand that my intentions are genuine and that I don't want people to click on these suspicious links or have any other nonsense happen to them by hackers. Honestly, I think the best thing we can do is try to bug them to go halfway. Allow creators, I guess, to turn off the dislike count, even though it's not going to do much, you know? Because the scammers are obviously going to turn off their dislike count. Some of you will see likes, some of you will see dislikes on this video. But essentially the counter is going away for that. Because, in my opinion, I think it's to serve corporate interests. Big companies obviously have more sway than a content creator like me. I've tried to poke Camelot331, Mr. Beast, and Ricky Berwick to say something. Ricky Berwick did eventually end up saying something. Camelot331 basically was just ignoring the little poke on the Twitter, you know, the adding him or whatever. But he's a busy guy, I get it. So is Mr. Beast. I just thought some would have a little decency to say something on this matter. You know, it doesn't hurt you to record a short and say, this is what I think of this. Done. You got enough time for 30 seconds, I'm sure. I'm just going into a long view on this because it concerns me. It really does. And I don't agree that this is a healthy change to the platform. I can just see already that people are going to not be able to tell when a scam is a scam and just get scammed. Man, I've got on for a while, haven't I? So let's just close out the video here. I just want to encourage you to like, watch, and subscribe to the Atlantic Killer Show and its associated channels. It's all a one-man job at the end of the day. And I hope you all understand that sometimes I'm going to make mistakes, but I try to learn from them. And if anybody wants to shoot me any legitimate Premiere Pro tutorials, I'll take a look. If you want to rickroll me, that's fine too. But let's just keep the comments civil. If the comments just get out of control and I see bots spamming links left and right, I'm just going to have to turn off the comments. Because I don't want people to get spammed. I'm going to try my best to keep these bots out from the channels. I just ask for your assistance in this by reporting these bots to YouTube. I can sit there and I can delete all the comments all I want on the bots, but they're so numerous these days. It's hard to sit there and shut them all down from your channels. So you see a suspicious link, report it to YouTube. If you want to leave a comment about how you don't like the dislike button changes, go ahead and leave it. I'll be looking for constructive feedback on this video, as this is more of a longer topic video. So yeah, I pretty much said my piece here. Have a good day, everybody. See you on the next one. And don't forget to subscribe to the channels. It really helps out a lot.
Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, be careful in those comments. Thanks.